Assalamu alaikum guys, hope you are all doing great. Welcome to DevPulse Studio. I am Anas Bin Riaz. In this video we are going to learn HTML. Before starting HTML, I want you to know three main building blocks of any website development, which are HTML, CSS and JavaScript. What is JavaScript? JavaScript is a programming language which allows a developer to connect the page with some functionality. What is CSS? CSS is used for styling the web page. And HTML, so let's learn what is HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. In simple words, HTML is a document made out of text. It is a backbone of web application as it contains the all contents of website. Now you understand what is HTML, but the question is where it can be integrated. You can run HTML on Notepad or Visual Studio Code or any other integrated development environment. In our projects, we will use VS Code as code editor. For installing VS Code, you can watch my video. Please find the link on the top right corner or you can get it from the description. Here I have sketched how do we write HTML code and understanding its basic components. There are 5 main components. First one is opening tag, which contains an attribute and its value. Then a content and a closing tag, which collectively makes an element. Now let's start coding. So as you have already installed VS Code, right click on your designated folder and click on open with VS Code. Then make a file of HTML by click here and name the file. Generally all HTML files are named as index. So I am naming the file as index with the extension of HTML. So now your index.html file will be created. Now click on this file. Basically we use HTML5 and doc type HTML is considered as HTML5. You have to write exclamation mark and VS Code suggests the code for doc type HTML. So I write here exclamation mark and you can see how VS Code suggests. Just click here and the pattern code is written directly. Now firstly understand it and then jump into the next. So here doc type HTML is HTML5 and in the next line HTML tag open with the attribute of languages, where the attribute value is English, and in the last line of the code this HTML tag will be closed. Then head tag opens. Head tag basically contains the page title and meta tags. There is no need for this meta tag. If we are working on SEO with web development, these tags really be helpful. So here I skip this meta tag. Then you see the title tag with the content. Here you can edit the title according to your requirement. Now we are jumping on the body tag. This tag is basically shows all the content of the website. As we are following the book of HTML and CSS Design and Build website by John Duckett, link in the description box, we learn HTML chapter wise. Before starting our first chapter, I told you about the comment in HTML. Here I write my name Anas Bin Riaz and I want to comment this text. So I click Control button with the question mark button. Then the content shows here as a comment. So we are starting our first chapter, which is about structure of HTML. So I've already told you that we are using doc type HTML, and I am also briefly described the sequence of HTML tag, head tag and body tag. These are our structures. Now the chapter 2, which is about text. So far text are using H and P tags. H for heading and P for paragraphs. H tag categorized as H1, H2, H3, H4, H5 and H6. Here heading tags has its own font size and font weight. Then let's see the render of this. Go to your folder and double click on it. Now you can see here the different font size and font weight of the heading tags, that is H1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Now coming back to our code, let's start chapter number 3, which is about the list. There are two types of list. One is OL, that is ordered list. Another one is UL, that is unordered list. And the li tags are here list. If we have to write ordered list, so first we have to write OL tag. In OL tag, li tags are places. So for example, if I am making the order list for science subject, Then in OL tag I wrote the science subject, and in LI tags I wrote biology, chemistry, physics. Means 3 LI tags for this list. Now let's check render, refresh the page. Now here you can see the ordered list and unordered list. In ordered list you can see 1, 2, and in unordered list you can see the only bullets. And the science subject ordered list which I have created, you can see 1, 2, 3 with biology, chemistry and physics. Then coming back to code, let's start chapter number 4. Chapter number 4 is about links. So what are links? Links are creating links between pages, linking to other sites or email links. Links are created using the elements. User can click on anything between the opening tag and the closing tag. You specify which page you want to link by using the href, hyperreference attribute. You can see in this code there is an opening tag with the name A, which is an anchor tag. Then we have href as attribute, and the value of this attribute will be the link of the desired page, then a text, or you can also have a button. Let's check the render of, refresh the page. Now you can see the chapter number 4 links. Here I am clicking this highlighted text, install VS Code with DevTools Studio. Then you can see that this page will be rendered to our YouTube channel, as I have inserted my own channel video. Coming back to code, then we have chapter number 5. Chapter number 5 is about image. In order to insert an image to your website, you have to use img tag. It's a self-closing tag. Self-closing tags are tags which do not need any closing tag. Here in this img tag, src is attribute and the link of image source is the attribute value. There is also a supporting attribute which is alt. This attribute is used when there is no image present, so its value will be appeared in the place of the image. Then let's have a look on the render of, refresh the page. Then you can see an image showing in your browser. In this way you can insert an image to your website. Before starting the next chapter, I am writing here some different types of tag, which is BR. BR tags are used in order to break the lines. Then we have chapter number 6. Chapter number 6 is about table. For creating table on websites, you can use table tag. Inside this table tag, the tr table row element is used to define each row in the table. Within each row, th tag will be used. Th tag is a table header, which is used for the header cells, and td, table data. This tag is used for data cells. In our code, name and age are headers, and John, Mary, and 30, 25 are the data of the table. Then let's check the render of this. Refresh your page. You can see there a table has been created. You can see the name and the age, which are shown in as headers, and John, Mary, and 30, 25 are the data of the table. Coming back to our code, let's start chapter number 7. Chapter number 7 comprises of forms. To collect data from user, forms are used. There are different elements used in the form. Firstly, to create form, write the form tag. The form element contains the entire form. Each input field is defined using label along with the corresponding input element. The 4 attribute in the label tag is associated with ID attribute in corresponding with input tag, providing a connection between the label and input field. The first input field collects the username using text type. The second input field is designed for user email address and uses the email type to ensure valid email input. The input type submit button allows user to submit the form. Let's check the render. Refresh the page. You can see a small form. For example, I am writing here my name, ANAS, Anas Bin Riaz, and a demo email address. And click on submit button. You can see in the search box name equals to Anas Bin Riaz and email equals to abc@gmail.com. So this was about forms. Let's move again to your code. Let's start chapter number 8. It's about extra markups. HTML offers additional markup features that enhance character representation and document structure. The end copy entity represents the copyright symbol. Let's check the render. Refresh the page. You can see here this copyright symbol. This symbol has come from the end copy which I have written in our code. So this was all about our HTML. In the next video we will create a project using HTML. The project will be comprised of a personal portfolio, that is CV, without any styling, and after that we will move toward the CSS. Hope you have understand about the HTML. I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe the channel and hit the notification bell for amazing contents. Thank you.